Hello everyone, Chief Weather Forecaster Beckett Webb here. Happy Tuesday, happy January 20th. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's get started with today's weather headlines. Quick warm up midweek, showers return late week, and also snow showers return late week, and we are looking at that winter storm chance. It remains elevated. Today is January 20th, 2026, and you're watching today's edition of Weather Watch. Alrighty, hello everyone, Chief Weather Forecaster Beckett Webb here. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have a lot to get to, so let's get started with today's forecast here. Starting off in Asheville, temperatures will be cooler in the mid-30s, around 34 degrees with sunny skies, warming into the upper 40s for Greenville-Spartanburg with sunny conditions continuing as well. Lower 40s through Charlotte with sunny conditions. Upper 40s for Decatur, Georgia with sunny skies as well, and upper 30s with sunny to mostly sunny skies. Looking at today's hourly forecast here, temperatures will be cooler starting off in the upper teens, around 18 degrees as we're going out to school, out to work, warming into the mid-20s by 11 a.m., mid-30s by 2 p.m. before we drop into those upper 20s, 8 p.m. again tonight, and lower to mid-20s by 10 p.m. Looking at the next 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, you can see way below average temperatures are forecasted from almost the entirety of the southeast all the way up to the northeast, places from up towards the Midwest too, including like Texas, Oklahoma, Nebraska, all the way up to North Dakota. However, if you're headed to California, all the way to Colorado, you're going to see way above average temperatures forecasted. But here locally, we are forecasted to see below average temperatures. Looking at the minimum wind chill here, we can see 3 possible in Asheville, 23. This is again wind chill, 23 in Greenville-Spartanburg, 26 in Columbia, 23 in Charlotte, 19 in Hickory, 13 in Gatlinburg, 16 in Knoxville, 12 in Andrews, and 18 in Decatur. So I just wanted to take a minute here and wanted to say we have received some pushback with posting much of these forecast models here across social media. I want to make it clear the reason why we are continuing to post these models on social media is not to create some sort of hype. We're posting these on social media so we can also get the full view here. So we're putting all the models together. We're putting the ERA model, the GEM model, and the GFS model all together to make it so we can get the most accurate weather forecast as possible. As you can see in the description too, when you're making those comments, you can see in the description too, it says not a forecast. So whenever it says not a forecast, that means that's not an official forecast from us. This is not creating any big sort of event here. This is what we're trying to establish, putting all the forecast models together and what our predictions may be from those models. So that's what I wanted to say here. Let's go here and look at the latest ERA model. The ERA model is wanting to say more of an ice storm for much of upstate South Carolina, snowstorm for much of the western North Carolina mountains into East Tennessee. Switching to the GEM model, we could see ice accumulations look to be more likely about an ice storm, mainly from our East Tennessee region through much of our western North Carolina mountains, even pushing into our upstate South Carolina. However, the main two we watch are the ERA and the GFS model. So looking at the GFS model as well, this is towards 1 a.m. Saturday, we could see snow accumulation still appears to be likely, again, on the GFS model for western North Carolina all the way into upstate South Carolina. So the GFS model wants to push more of the snow accumulation, snow forecast, towards upstate South Carolina, western North Carolina. Again, this is not a forecast. Looking at the snow accumulation chance, the ERA model is wanting to say this, and it's too early to say any of these specifics here. Way too early, but we're just putting the models together. We can see, starting off in the western North Carolina mountains, the ERA model is wanting to say 7 inches for western North Carolina, 5 to 6 inches towards our East Tennessee region. We could see 1 to 2 inches of snowfall accumulation towards upstate South Carolina. This is many days away, so not a forecast again. We're putting all of these together so we can make it as much of an accurate forecast as we can for you guys. Now looking at the next model here for the flat ice accumulation, we can see it remains elevated for much of upstate South Carolina, about 0.34 inches towards central South Carolina, 0.25 to 0.35 inches of accumulation possible from much of the western North Carolina mountains and East Tennessee. Now looking at the snowfall chance Friday into Monday. This is also another reason why we're continuing to say these forecast models and post these forecast models, because the National Weather Service is also agreeing with what we've been posting. Check this out. So they decided to release this just yesterday around 2 p.m. We can see it's putting western North Carolina, East Tennessee, that heavy snow threat between the 24th and the 25th, putting upstate South Carolina and that freezing rain threat between the 24th and the 25th as well. If you're wondering what that fits in with, that fits in more of the ERA model, which you can see on the first slide there. They're more in agreement with the ERA model, which you can see heavy snow towards western North Carolina. So definitely want to watch out for this. Again, this Tuesday. It's going to happen on Saturday. So we are many days away. Many changes are forecasted. We could be sitting here talking about snow and ice accumulations right now. We could be talking about a greater threat tomorrow, or we could be talking about almost no threat at all. So, and the reason why we continue to post these forecast models too is because this is the first time I've seen all the models come into agreement with some sort of wintry precipitation this far out. And doing that, we're just putting them all together and trying to make it as an accurate forecast as possible. So you're making those comments, make sure you look at the not a forecast in the description. Really appreciate that. Looking at today's high temperatures, 36 in Asheville, 46 in Greenville-Spartanburg, 48 in Columbia, 43 in Charlotte, 41 in Hickory, 35 in Knoxville, 37 in Gatlinburg, 40 in Andrews, 48 in Dakota, and 48 in Athens. You definitely want that jacket out tonight again. We're going to see some brutally cold temperatures. 13 in Asheville, 22 in Greenville-Spartanburg, 26 in Columbia, 23 in Charlotte, 19 in Hickory, 16 in Knoxville, 12 in Gatlinburg, 11 in Andrews, 24 in Dakota, and 24 in Athens. Temperatures will warm up tomorrow again. Definitely want to enjoy those 40s and lower 50s. 48 in Asheville, 49 in Greenville-Spartanburg, 52 in Columbia, 47 in Charlotte, 45 in Hickory, 50 in Knoxville, 52 in Gatlinburg, 50 in Andrews, and 49 in Dakota. Again, cold temperatures return tomorrow night. 15 in Asheville, 22 in Greenville-Spartanburg, 21 in Columbia, 21 in Charlotte, 17 in Hickory, 21 in Knoxville, 21 in Gatlinburg, 19 in Andrews, 24 in Dakota, and 22 in Athens. Again, we're warming up into the upper 40s, low 50s through much of the forecasting region. 48 in Asheville, 52 in Greenville-Spartanburg, 47 in Charlotte, 45 in Hickory, 50 in Knoxville, 52 in Gatlinburg, 49 in Dakota, and 51 in Athens. Looking at the updated Highland weather 7-day forecast here, dry conditions continue Tuesday through Wednesday. Temperatures from the lower 40s warming into the lower 50s on Wednesday, with lows in the upper teens to lower to mid 30s on Wednesday. We can see showers returning to the forecast on Thursday, highs in the low 50s, lows in the low 30s. Then we see showers returning through much of the day on Friday, highs in the upper 40s, before we see that wintry precipitation pushing on Friday night, with lows in the upper 20s to mid 20s. We're going to go ahead and issue weather alert days for Saturday and Sunday, as the models are in agreement. Again, this is subject to change. Saturday, we can look for snow and ice accumulations, highs in the mid to upper 30s, lows in the upper teens. We can also see Sunday, snow in the forecast, highs in the mid 30s, lows in the upper teens. And we can also see, looking at Monday, highs in the upper 30s. So this system could go many ways. It could go, we get more of an ice threat, or we can get mixed between ice and snow. We can just get a snow threat, or we can just simply, with those temperatures, get cold rain. So many changes are forecasted between now and this weekend. So we urge you to continue to check back for updates. Don't say this is going to happen, because no one is able to give an accurate forecast here right now, as we're many days away. But we'll continue to keep you updated on the forecast, continue to keep you updated on the latest updates. And if it becomes greater, we'll let you know. If it becomes less of a chance, we'll let you know as well. We'll continue to check back on the latest forecast models on social media, so make sure you give us a follow on social media today. Thank you so much here for tuning in. I'm Chief Weather Forecaster Beckett Webb here. Enjoy your Tuesday. I will be back with the latest look at our Wednesday forecast coming up tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll leave you with the latest update look at the 7-day forecast.